Hello and welcome back to Offside with Dan Lombard. And man, oh man, is it a beautiful day in Pretoria. The weather is perfect. Springbok rugby, not so much. Let's get right into it in episode 5 of Offside with Dan Lombard, where we're going to discuss the hard choices that lie ahead of the Springboks. We have two choices that face us now, and it's really pretty simple if you peel back all the layers, but we know how red tape and bureaucracy works. The Springboks have played 25 tests since the beginning of 2016 when Alistair Coetzee took over. And when that was announced that Coetzee was taking over as head coach, I was always a bit hesitant. At the end of the day, he's proved nothing at international level in terms of Super Rugby, because that's the level he's coached at. The Stormers got into a lot of semi-finals. They even got into a final, but they just could not bring back the silverware. So I was a bit hesitant, but I trusted the rugby powers that be, and what a letdown that was. At the end of the day, we have played 25 tests since the beginning of 2016. We have won 11, drawn 2, lost 12. Look, I've never really been good at maths, but let's just say it's below 50%, closer to 40%. That's not good enough. As Springbok supporters, that is not good enough. For a team that was neck and neck with the All Blacks a couple of seasons back, are now struggling to beat the likes of Wales, England and Ireland. Look, I'm only 27 years old, and I don't know if Springbok Rugby has ever been in this position before, but my word, this cannot go on. This just cannot go on. So, what do? Simple. Get rid of the problem. Alistair Coetzee is just not bringing out the best of the best in his players. There are a few players in that team that are exceptional players. There have been a bit of dodgy call-ups. I don't see how you can call up a wing who has the worst defensive record in Super Rugby and then expect them to defend against the All Blacks. That just does not make sense. And I don't want to pull fingers. I don't want to put distaste in the players' mouth just before Christmas. But at the end of the day, they've got a job to do. And I thought long and hard about this, how I was going to approach this. And then I saw an insert on the World Rugby magazine show on DSTV, where they interviewed Siya Kolisi. And Siya Kolisi said at the end that they are not worried about what people say because they play for the people that support them. No, Siya, you play for South Africa. Whether they support you or not, you still represent us. Now, I may never know what it's like to be a Springbok because I sit in a wheelchair. I doubt I'm going to ever make my Springbok debut. But at the end of the day, it's a job. You are professionally good at your job. You get paid to do a job, and that is to win and to give 100%. You cannot tell me that 100% was given against Wales. You cannot tell me 100% was given against Ireland. You cannot tell me 100% was given against Argentina. You cannot tell me 100% was given against the draws against Australia. You cannot tell me 100% was given against the All Blacks in Albany. Stop pulling a fast one. Springboks, we love you. We love you. We support you. We pay money to wear the jerseys inspired by you. We pay DSTV to be able to have access to you. We go to Springbok signings. We go to test matches. We go to open training sessions. Don't come around and tell us you only play for the guys who support you. You play for South Africa and you owe South Africa your best. But to go back to the problem, I honestly think Alistair Coetzee is out of his depth. He should never have been selected as coach. Unfortunately, he hasn't produced the goods. We do not play any sort of rugby, any sort of game plan. It almost looks like we go onto the field and just hope for the best. We can't play like that. We lifted our game against New Zealand, and that's the sad reality. That game against New Zealand in Cape Town, we celebrated a loss like it was a win. Even though it was 1 point, yes, we did lift our game. We played fantastically. But we still lost. We still lost world ranking points. And with the World Cup 2 years away, whoever takes over from Alistair, because that is certainly what I hope happens, is that Alistair loses his job, because unfortunately he must be held to performance indicators just like any other job is. Any CEO from a company that follows good governance would have let go of their CEO months ago. Sort it out, SA Rugby. South Africa needs the Springboks to be good, brilliant, the best. My name is Dan Lombard. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Offside with Dan Lombard. I wish you a fantastic and fruitful 2018, from rugby to personal life and everything in between. Thank you so much for the support. Cheers.